Hey everybody, this is Cody from Better Equipped, and I am back on campus to ask a very important question today, which is, what gives you hope? And so on this college campus, I'm excited to see, do they feel hopeful? Do they feel optimistic? Or do they feel like hope is really declining? And what are they searching for? Because they're at college, their life's kind of in front of them, and they're trying to create and chase down what they think is going to bring them hope. And I pray it's Jesus, but a lot of people aren't pursuing Jesus. And so I'm curious to see what people have to say. And I'm praying for God to give me an opportunity to share the hope that I have, which is Jesus Christ. And so let's go see what people have to say. I am here with
Jenna
and Carly.
All right, Jenna and Carly, thank you so much for fielding this question. Today's question is, what gives you hope?
I think what gives me hope is just waking up in the morning, seeing a new opportunity to kind of seize the day and make it what I can. So that's
Very
probably
cool. Very cool. What about you, Carly?
I'd say just people's passion. So I have a lot of passion. I love seeing other people have passion. I think that gives me hope to see a better future.
Very cool. Do you guys feel like the world is growing in hope right now or shrinking in hope? Do you feel like hope is rising, or do you feel like it's generally, not every person, but generally getting more hopeless?
That's a tough question. I think, honestly, it just depends on how you look at it. If you're a glass is half empty kind of person, I think you think hope is kind of diminishing. And if the glass is half full, then you're more likely to see more people's hopes in the world and the more positive side of things. So I think it's just based on per person. But I'd say, I think hope's at a pretty steady thing. I mean, hope is different for everybody, so.
Okay. You think it's rising, shrinking, staying the same?
I think it changes every day.
Okay. So it's unstable, but...
Just because, you think we just went through COVID, so, you could say hope's on the rise because we're kind of coming out of that. But then, there's all kinds of other things in the world that affect hope. So I think every day it's new and somewhere different.
Okay. Do you think it's possible for someone to have a steady hope for the whole course of their life? Like rough times, good times? Do you think there's anything that's kind of rock solid that people could no matter the season of life, anything like that people could really build their life on that's lasting hope?
For sure. I mean, some people are just 100% in with what they believe in, how they feel, and they just kind of go day to day, and whatever happens, happens, and don't let it get you down. Just keep that positive attitude, and I think it really just depends on the person.
Yeah. Okay.
I agree a lot. There's just some people you meet and you're like, man, they got a lot of hope, a lot of drive, and then there's some real people like me who aren't like that. So
I happen to be one of those people that's kind of on that every day. But for me personally, I know what it is. I know it's not ambiguous to me. For me, it's Jesus. Not for I know that's not what everybody believes, but for me, it's Jesus. But thank you for your time and sharing. I'll give you my card if you ever have any questions or want to talk further. You can talk. But thank you for sharing your thoughts on this topic. I think it's an important topic that I think a lot of people are struggling with these days. And so, thanks for sharing your thoughts.
Yeah, thanks for involving
Thank you.
Absolutely, thank you.
So much.
Yeah. All right, I am here with
Christian.
Christian. Great name, man. All right, today's question is, what brings you hope?
Personally, what brings me hope is each day I wake up and I reflect because I know that God gives me a chance to make each day better than the next one.
Dude, that's awesome. That's an awesome outlook. Would you say that when you think about society, I don't know how much you read into this stuff, but would you say society as a whole is growing in hope, getting more hopeful, or more hopeless as a whole?
In a whole, I feel like society's getting a little more hopeless than they are getting hopeful.
What do you attribute that to?
What do I attribute that to? Probably misdirection in people's lives, a lack of purpose behind people's work, and a lack of unifying cultural identity.
Ooh, yeah, that's good thoughts. Do you think that there is a connection between people becoming less and less, faith-driven and hope dropping? Meaning something beyond all of this? People looking to that less and less? Do you think there's any connection between those two things?
I would say there's more of an inverse relationship where faith drops when people's hope drops, less than faith is providing the hope itself.
Ooh.
So I would say as people's lifestyle becomes more and more objective, meaning people's ability to connect with faith drops.
I am here with
I'm a Christian.
Christian. Nice to meet you, man. Thanks for taking a few minutes.
No problem.
And today's question is, what brings you hope, Christian?
Probably is making my family proud.
Making your family proud. Well, that's great, man. I'm glad. Do you feel like you're succeeding at that?
So far, yes.
Well, good.
I'm only a freshman, but it's going well.
Well, that's a good start. You got to
Yes.
start somewhere.
Yes.
Everybody was a freshman at some point.
Yes.
Do you believe that there is the possibility of hope, kind of rock solid, that would even outlast, say, family, even your parents? And I hope they live to be 100 or something. But do you think there's hope that even goes deeper and is even more rock solid than even the beautiful gift of family?
Probably. It was probably being nice to everyone and it's just being around everyone.
What do you think about like people like myself? I anchor my life. My hope comes from like Jesus, my faith in Jesus. What do you think about people like that? And you can be honest, like that's where they derive their hope consistently from.
I think it's very good to always have something to believe in too, because you don't want to just be lost. You always have something good for guidance.
Yeah, it really it's amazing for me. Like it's game changer for me. And I've been through lots of tough stuff, and Jesus has been that constant for me. Have you ever considered putting your hope in Jesus and like deriving your hope from Jesus?
I actually have been a little bit as well.
That's awesome, man. Well, I'm going to give you my card and reach out to me, man. Like
will.
if you ever have any questions or want to talk more about it, okay?
I will, thank you.
Dude, that's awesome. And it's awesome your name's Christian. That's
Yes.
pretty cool.
Yes.
Maybe it's for a reason. We'll see.
yes.
We'll find out. Okay, that was very interesting because a lot of people had their hope in a lot of different things. Some in nothing, some in science or math or just the pursuit of technology, some in Jesus, and some saying, I've considered Jesus. And I think what we need to take away from this is that there's a lot of people who don't have that hope. There's some who are interested in the hope you have in Jesus, and the world needs hope. I don't know how many people continue to go on in life without the hope of Jesus Christ. And so I'm encouraging you as you look at what all happened today, to go and share the hope that you have, to give the reason for the hope that you have in Jesus Christ, and to be confident in that, and to be joyful in that, and to be hopeful in that, and to know that there are people who that is going to be such a blessing, like a drink of icy cold water on a hot day in terms of their soul needing that hope, and how refreshing and what a gift that'll be. So go share that gift freely with people. And I hope this video encouraged you, helped better equip you to go take the hope of Jesus Christ. We'll see you on the next episode.